Today I'm going to use some puff pastry and some peaches and blackberries to make a quick, simple, easy dessert. It's so easy you don't even really have to follow an exact recipe. It's very forgiving. It's just a few basic steps. You get those down, and you can expand on it, increase it, do something a little different, make it your own. Anyway, let's get started. I've got some water simmering here, and I got an ice bath ready to go. Basically, I'm going to treat these like tomatoes. I'm going to cut a little crosshatch in the top. Now, if your peaches are really ripe, you don't necessarily have to do this, but these are a little bit firm, and I'm going to have to boil them a little bit to get the skins off of them. So turn them around a little bit. Now, I'm not cooking them. All I'm doing is just cooking that skin just a little bit so that it'll release from the meat of the peach. That ought to do it. Now I don't want to overcook these, so that right they go into the ice bath. Turn them around a little bit, and then we'll put the next ones in. Okay, so let's see if we can peel our peaches. Should be able to. Yeah, see that peel's coming right off. So we'll just keep peeling these things until I get them all peeled. Okay, so kind of off camera, I cut up my peaches. Kind of cut them into big pieces as much as I could. There's some small pieces where I was trimming the cores and that kind of stuff. Anyway, I've got some blackberries here, and I'm just going to kind of cut these in half because they are kind of big, and this will kind of help them break apart in here. Now, I tasted the peaches, and they are kind of tart, so I'm going to put more sugar in there than I normally would. If the peaches are really sweet, I'd probably use about 2 tablespoons of sugar. And today I'm going to use 4. Anyway, I don't want a whole bunch of blackberries in there. Save some of those for later. So let's put our 4 tablespoons of sugar. Also depends on how sweet you like it. I mean, if you like it really sweet, add some more sugar. If you don't want it to be so sweet, back off the sugar. Also, you can use, the Splenda blends. There's honey would be good, brown sugar. Hey, make it your own, All right. Now, when these peaches start to cook, they're going to cook out some juice. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in there, and that'll help. Whenever the juice comes out, it'll thicken up and it'll make like a gel in there, making almost like a sauce. Now, if you wanted to, you could put vanilla, cinnamon. I'm just going to go straight peaches and blackberries. I have some puff pastry that I've thawed out in the refrigerator as per the manufacturer's package recommendations. Now, this comes with 2 pieces of puff pastry, and I've only got 1 right here. I do have a cookie sheet in the refrigerator chilling down because I want it nice and cold. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put some of this mixture right here in the center. Now, any of this that you have left over, you can make a pie out of it, which is why I don't worry too much about having extra. I like having a little bit extra of this stuff. Be sure to seal the ends. So now we're going to take our cookie sheet, and remember the cookie sheet's cold. I'm going to put this on here. I got more parchment paper than what I need. Anyway, I'll deal with that off camera. As you can see, I'm making a second one here with that other piece of dough. And I put more filling in this one. Some more of this syrupy stuff. We're going to cover this up. Just I'm going to try to anyway. There we go. And we're going to seal this in. And we're going to put this one on that cookie sheet in the refrigerator. And I want these things to sit in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes so that everything gets nice and cold. Okay, they've been in the refrigerator for a little while. As you can see, this one's kind of prettier than this one, but this is the one I think I'd rather eat. Anyway, in the cup I've got 1 egg. I'm going to put a little bit of milk in there. About equal parts, well, not quite equal. A little more egg than milk, and you can use just milk if you want to, but the mixture of egg and milk works really good. What we're going to do, we're going to spoon some of this on here. Now if I had a brush, I would use a brush, because what this is going to do is help make the top look nice and pretty, look like the stuff that comes out of the bakeries. It has that nice glistening sheen to it. That's what this is for. Now you don't want any thick layers of it. If there's a pool of it, rake it off, because then that looks funky. Now I've got some of Turbano sugar, anyway, the natural sugar. You could use brown sugar if you wanted, or just regular plain sugar. I like the way this looks. It gives you a nice little crunchy bite of sugar. Alright, now you can just poke holes if you want to. I'm going to cut some slits into this. Now if you really wanted to get fancy, you could take your puff pastry and you could braid it. You could, cut it into slices and then braid it before you did this. To a 425-degree oven until the top looks the way I want it. I want it to be nice and brown. This has been about 25 minutes and they are looking absolutely beautiful. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take these things out. I can do it without dumping them in the floor. Anyway, we're going to put them up there and we're going to let them cool. Let me let you get a good look at these things. Makes you just want to dig into them right now, even though they're screaming hot and would burn your tongue right off. Anyway, I'm going to let these cool, but I'm probably not going to be tasting these on camera because I've got some folks coming over and these are going to be our desserts for tonight. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Give this a try. I think you'll really like it. It's easy, and you can use whatever fruits you have available. You could use apples or put some raisins in there. Make it yours and enjoy it.